So I just want to go through with you an alternative to stretching. So if you find that you've got parts of the body that are particularly tight, you might find that they're holding you back from doing certain positions or certain movements. So for example, I've got a very tight lower back, and that means whenever I'm trying to lean forwards or touch the floor, I'm really limited. I haven't got that range of movement that I should. So if you're finding that, and stretching isn't really doing it for you, or you're suffering with DOMS, so delayed onset muscle soreness, where the day after your hip you only feel okay, but 2 days later you really are struggling to sit down on the toilet or stand up, then foam rolling might be really helpful for you. Another name for foam rolling is myofascial release. So it's basically the equivalent of having a deep tissue massage. The benefits though, obviously it's free, and you can control the pressure yourself, so you can really decide where you want to work and for how long. So I'm going to go through a few of the main ones. Let's start with the most uncomfortable one as well, so we can get that one out of the way. Your IT band is the fascia, or if you imagine it's like a connective sheet that runs over your muscles. So your IT band runs down the side of your leg, so from hip towards your knee. So if you're a runner, it tends to be incredibly tight, and that might be why often we get sore knees if we run too much. So rolling out that one, again, is really quite uncomfortable, but every time you do it, it'll get a little bit less painful. So you'll start, let's say we're stretching out, rolling out our left IT band. I'm going to start by sitting on my left bum cheek on the roller. Got one hand on the floor, so I've got support, and then the leg I'm rolling out, so my left leg, my lower leg, is straight, so I can get all the way down the side of the leg. The other foot is on the floor in front, so that I can use it to help support myself. I lift up the lower leg, so I'm lifting up my left leg, and then I roll from my hip to just almost at the knee, but not quite. You don't want to roll over a joint, basically. So I'm rolling down the side of my leg towards my knee, and if I find any painful bits, that's where you stop, so you're looking for the pain. So I find a slight bit of pain there, and that's a knot or a tight section, and I try and just breathe through it for maybe 10 to 15 seconds. If it's too painful and you just can't bear it, then you can always try and do bits around it, so maybe around to the side or further up your leg, which hurts a little bit less. So holding it for 10 to 15 seconds, then moving on. Make sure that as you roll, you're rolling quite slow, so we're really thinking about an inch a second, so don't go super fast. And again, we're searching for the pain. So that would be your IT band, and then you'd flip over, do the same on the other side. We've also got the glutes, so basically you're sat on the roller, hands are on the floor behind you, and you're just finding the painful spot again. And then we can go from there into hamstrings, so the back of the thigh. So position it again just above the knees, try and lift your bum off the floor if you can, and I'm using my hands to help you roll. Calves are a bit fiddly, but really important. So I would start with my, just past my heel, my ankle on the roller, and try and lift your bum off the floor. And again, just rolling almost to the knee and down. And then probably my favourite one, especially if you sit at a desk during the day, or you know that you're a little bit hunched, is your upper back. Never roll your lower back because you risk slipping a disc. So we're thinking really from the bra up to the base of your neck. So you would start by using your elbows to position the roller. So again, we want to make sure it's not too low on the back. Bring your feet towards your bum. And if you put your hands behind your head, it's just going to stop your neck from aching. You lift up your hips, so it's almost like a shoulder bridge. And then you're using your feet to just help roll you up and down your back. So again, we find a tight spot, we hold, breathe through it, relax your neck. And then another variation is imagining your shoulder blades pulling apart as you do it as well, so that you can really get into the rhomboids in between the shoulder blades. And then when you're done, you roll back to the middle of the back, lower your bum, and again use your elbows to come back up. So hopefully that's been really helpful for you. Again, use it if stretching just doesn't seem to be doing the job. Or if you've got pain, especially quads as well, you can lie on your tummy and roll up and down the front of your legs. So find the bits that hurt and then ease them out with a foam roller, and enjoy the rest of your plan.